Okay. Thank you very, very much, and welcome to another hour of Florida Championship Wrestling, sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America. I'm Gordon Soley, and I'll tell you what, we're going to be seeing the new Florida Tag Team Champions, Dustin the Natural Rhodes and Mike Graham in action a little bit later on. The AWA Heavyweight Champion is with us, the living legend Larry Zbyszko. We're going to be seeing Jomo Kenya. This is Jim Backlund's chosen name, and certainly we'll have to honor that, respect him in that regard. Also, something else that we're very, very excited about, and that is the fact that we're going to have a six-man tag team match here on Florida Championship Wrestling in just a few moments. The Southern Force has been joined now, and the Southern Force has been changed, if you will. The Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, a member of the Southern Force. We'll be seeing them in action just a little bit later on. And I might point out that, of course, my friend Diamond Dallas Page should be on his way here to the ring, and we're going to get to the bottom, we hope, of the controversies surrounding the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. That comes up later on in the program. Dusty Rhodes and the Big Steel Man, and a lot of interesting controversy. Well, I hear the music. That means the Diamond Man is on his way, as flamboyant as ever. And, well, what has he got on his arm here? Now, that is a lovely young lady.
Wow, Frank.
That is indeed a lovely young lady. Wow. I'll tell you what.
Madness, he's here, baby.
Wow,
I'm dressed for the occasion.
Yes,
One
you
of my
are.
wild thing ladies here, baby. This is lovely Colleen. This is
Five,
the Gordy Soley, baby.
So the weekend comes, I go
So this is Flash Gordon.
Well, it's nice to see you.
Flash Gordon,
Indeed.
huh? No, I know, I never
thank
come
you.
alone here, brother. When I
That's,
come to something. Wait, well, I'm not done talking here, Gordon.
Yeah.
I know you love Marilyn Monroe, baby. Why don't you show him that new shirt we brought him here? New shirt there from Norma Jean's Dance Club. Ooh, now, does that look good on her or what?
She fills it out very well.
That does look good on her, doesn't it, man? It might
Yes.
even look good on you.
Sure.
Okay, baby, thank you very much. We'll be seeing you out in the matches in just a couple of minutes. Thank you very much, baby.
Well, I must say, she's
Yeah.
most attractive.
Woo! So fine.
And you're trying to apologize after your actions last week, I assume.
Hey, I never want to apologize. I'm just being myself, baby. B-A-double-D band.
I got you. Well, you are indeed that, and so is she, I'll tell you.
When you're good, you're good. When you're bad, you're better. Am I wrong?
No, I can't argue with you. Tell you what, we've got an outstanding matchup coming. The new Florida Tag Team Champions are on their way to the ring. Dustin the Natural Rhodes and Mike Graham.
I can't say I'm happy about it, baby. I can't say I'm happy about it. Then there was some controversy. Think people talking about controversy? Well, there was some controversy.
Well, I'm sure they'll be out here momentarily. I might point out, of course, that they're facing a couple of real tough characters in Rick Diamond and Nick Busick. There's the Natural.
Got a whole new look on his face, that gold around his waist, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. No question about that. I better get this lipstick off before I get home.
I'll tell you what, baby.
All right, this will be one fall, a 10-minute time limit, and...
Look at Graham. He's already going after the man with the belt. Now, what kind of a champion is that?
Well, there were enough threats being made on both sides, so I won't argue with you on that point at all. One fall, 10 minutes, Australian tag team event. Mickey J is the referee. Waiting for the bell to ring. Waiting for the bell. And it has been rung, and we're in action right now.
What is it with these people in this USA thing against this guy from Russia here? Moscow and Russia are working hand in hand now. Aren't they? These people never even heard, they can't even spell the news, never mind watching it.
Well, Moscow and Russia have always worked hand in hand.
You know what I mean. Moscow and the United States. Russia and the United States, Moscow and New York City, they're all working hand in hand.
I see.
It's the Japanese they got to worry about. I've got a lot of stock over there, baby.
Full arm drag and twist now by Mike Graham, co-holder of that Florida Tag Team Championship. Interesting combination. Good high hip toss by Graham.
You are always
on
pointing
Busick.
out that they are second-generation wrestlers, and I think that has a lot to do with them working so well together as, as now the champions.
We're going to be hearing from Larry Zbyszko a little bit later on.
I live for that, baby. It's going to be great.
And more news upcoming regarding the
Oh!
Texas Chain Massacre. And it's Graham cocking that right hand, and he can deliver, I'll guarantee you that.
My man Jason for Friday the 13th's got nothing on Terry Funk, baby.
Once again, they lock up. It was collar and elbow, now into a side headlock. Diamond fires him off. Graham comes off the ropes. Tag is made. The Natural moves in and catches him with an elbow. The Natural catches him again.
Didn't quite catch him with the first one, but he sure caught him with the second one, baby. I wouldn't doubt if Dusty was practicing that bionic elbow on his head when he was in the crib. Boing, boing, boing. He's too much of a natural for doing that.
Once again, the tag is made, and it's Busick moving in. And the crowd picking up the chant, USA, USA. Again, a highly partisan crowd here this week. By the way, these matches, of course, are all sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America. Any use of these matches on videotape without the express written consent of the Professional Wrestling Federation is strictly prohibited.
Which only I can supply.
All right, it's Busick now putting Dustin Rhodes possibly to a test of strength, and Dustin Rhodes, wise beyond his years, being very careful.
I think this is a mistake for Mr. Rhodes there, because this boy is definitely put together.
Well, Dustin will hold a height advantage, and but Busick
Just what I said.
caught the leverage on him.
And Russians thrive on this.
He continues to hold that leverage. And wait a second. The Natural is coming back to his feet now. Caught one in the midsection by Busick. I must admit, you never cease to amaze me with the young ladies that you acquire.
The loveliest of all women, the Diamond Dolls. Matter of fact, we're going to watch for all those Copenhagen dipping, coupon clipping, draft beer drinking rednecks. I want them all to be aware and be watching for Diamond Dallas Page's The Dolls of the Diamond Exchange calendar coming out real soon.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Should be interesting.
And I had to personally interview them all. Can you imagine? Took me weeks.
From a fireman carry to a massive bear hug by Busick, and Busick now punishing Graham. Graham trying to get over to make that tag with Dustin Rhodes, and Busick continues to punish him. Busick makes the tag now with Rick Diamond. Rick Diamond double teams him. And it is Graham, Irish whip off the ropes, caught with a forearm across the chest. Diamond with an elbow across the chest again. That's two percussions into the chest area. Tag is made. Busick moves back in. Busick punishing Mike Graham.
Diamond is showing. He's starting to come along here week after week. My man Diamond's starting to come along here. Smart move, getting that quick tag. Worked on Mr. Graham for a little bit and then took it to him. Oh, beautiful.
Mike Graham has taken a series of percussions into the chest area.
I'll tell you what.
He fired back that time.
I think they ought to put a Timex on Mike Graham because this boy can take a licking and keep on ticking.
Now it's Dustin Rhodes moving out there. And Rick Diamond getting the side headlock. Off the ropes. Dustin Rhodes crossing over. Makes the tag. Catches Diamond, and Mike Graham moves in. Belly to back play. High bridge. He got him. He got him. No question in my mind about that. He caught him very nicely. Belly to back suplex into the high bridge. And now Dustin Rhodes making sure Mr. Busick doesn't interfere. And so our Florida Tag Team Champions emerge victorious. Watch this. Mike Graham catches his man, belly to back. And then good high bridge. Good high bridge. A count of 3. And as Busick started to come in, Dustin Rhodes, the Natural, cut him off at the pass. And so the Florida Tag Team Champions are victorious. Let's go now to Sir Oliver Humperdinck and the AWA champion Larry Zbyszko.
Sir Oliver Humperdinck here with a man who it's indeed my pleasure to stand here and spend the next few minutes talking to. I'm talking about a man who is of a legendary proportion. Put Bruno Sammartino, the greatest of all time, on the shelf. Nick Bockwinkel, the former AWA champion, he put on the shelf. And now you're here defending that coveted AWA belt right here in a PWF land.
You know, I've made it clear that I will take this championship around the world. And Florida's always been known for its great wrestlers. And Steve Kern, I mean, he's an alligator now, right? Obviously, Kern, and I've known you for years, so you can maybe fool these idiots out here, but you can't fool me. Wrestling alligators tells me you're not playing with a full deck, Kearns. You know, like all the rest of the people down here in Swamp Central, the people from the north with all the money, Hump. Yep. When we come down to vacation and when we come down to retire, we need people to wait on us. We need people to tend to our needs. And Kern, seeing you love it here so much, I'm going to make sure in St. Petersburg with the
Bayfront Center,
Bayfront Center, I'm going to turn you into a permanent residence. And you're not going to be wrestling alligators. You're not going to be wrestling world champions. You're going to be carrying around a tray and asking all the snowbirds what they want for dinner. Because that's the fate of all the contenders. You know, you took a lot of skill and a lot of ambition and a lot of ability to climb the mountain. But you're going to take that big fall. Shut up when I'm talking. What a bunch of morons. You're going to take that fall all the way down to oblivion, and Larry Zbyszko is going to remain the heavyweight champion of the world.
That's exactly right. That's coming up May 27th at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg. A great night of wrestling. Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes, and a Texas Chain Match Massacre. And, of course, the great Larry Zbyszko facing Steve Kern. May 27th at the Bayfront Center. And we're going to be back, Larry and Dahl, with more action right after these important messages.
Randy Roberts, the president of the Professional Wrestling Federation. I'm sure maybe he'll be able to add some fuel to the fire.
I'd say Larry was serious as a heart attack there. No doubt.
All right, let's go to Action Central now and to the president of the Professional Wrestling Federation of America, Mr. R.C. Randy Roberts. Randy?
Let's do it.
At the Bayfront Center on May 27th, Saturday night, there has been a heavy response to ticket sales. We want to remind everyone they can get tickets at Ticketmaster locations and at the Bayfront Center. Because that night, the main event will involve a Texas Chain Massacre match between the American Dream Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk. The American Dream Dusty Rhodes has also been involved recently in a controversial situation involving the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. You will see later in this show a recent taped match that the Board of Directors of Professional Wrestling Federation have reviewed. And in that match, a foreign object was used. But though replay will not be allowed to overturn the referee's decision, then the referee's decision must stand as happened that night.
Well, thank you very much, R.C. I'll tell you what, we're going to be seeing the AWA heavyweight champion in action right now, Larry Zbyszko. So let's go to the ring. One fall, 10-minute time in, and he's taking on Lightning Lou Perez. Now, this is a tremendous opportunity for Perez. If Perez can take him to a 10-minute draw as an example, that would certainly put him in contention.
Oh, no doubt about it. And Perez is one double tough character out there, but he is facing the champion. And it's got to give you little flurries when you're coming in here, your little butterflies in the stomach, baby, every time you're facing a man with the gold.
Well, Perez has proven himself equal to the task many times in the past. He's an outstanding young athlete with a...
He's got a brilliant future, no doubt.
I think so. I think so. Waiting for the bell. There's the bell. Lightning Lou Perez giving away some weight to Zbyszko. Single leg pickup by Zbyszko.
Both of these amateur wrestlers came up from the ranks, little kids. I know the Z-Man there was a champion at Penn State, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
In his earlier days, when him and Bruno were good friends, taught him a lot about, wrestling in general. Took him right from the... I made him graduate, though, before he would get into professional ranks. Like all students should. They should all graduate from college before heading out, if they're going to, pick a collegiate career.
Excellent advice from Diamond Dallas Page.
I got a lot of things that are noteworthy of saying here. Just keep listening. They're coming.
Side headlock by Perez, and Zbyszko able to fight it off, caught with a good shoulder smash, drop to the canvas, and it is Zbyszko catching him once again. Perez breaks it up. Perez takes him back to the canvas.
That's where that lame lightning Lou's coming from, baby. I believe Larry's correct. He was pulling his hair there a couple of times.
I didn't see anything like it at all.
I think it was pretty obvious. Not anybody could be whipping Larry around like that, man, the champion. I don't blame him. Get out of the ring. Cool down. He's ready to go pop that one dude right there.
Like to remind all the folks in Jacksonville, we'll be in Jacksonville on June 3rd. June 3rd in Jacksonville.
I believe me and Hump are going to be auditioning Diamond Dolls in Jacksonville June 2nd.
Mm-hmm. On the 29th, of course, we will be in Sebring, Florida.
You know, that's a lousy job, Gordo, but someone's got to interview these girls who want to be Diamond Dolls.
Yeah, I know.
Night after night. Oh, my God, he got 1, 2. Whoa, almost a major upset there. Oh. Neck break. Whoa, he's reversed him.
Hey, good move by Perez.
God, again. 1. Whoa.
Good move by Perez. Almost had his man.
I don't think Larry, I think Larry underestimated the abilities of Mr. Perez there.
Zbyszko.
He grabbed his shorts. I saw it.
That would be the upset of the year, no question about that.
Now here's a champion, a man who will walk back, get his composure, not rush into it. Some other local yokel might be down for the 1, 2, 3. Sits back, gets his composure, gets ready to take it on.
Look at Zbyszko, though. He's got some newfound respect in his eyes for Lightning Lou Perez.
Oh, beautiful reverse kick.
Must admit, there's where experience paid off. High vertical suplex on Perez by Larry Zbyszko.
Whoa.
And Perez powers out before the count.
That's a serious chiropractor crunch there, baby. Doc Vic, where are you when you need you, baby? Again, oh, God.
Backbreaker. And again, Perez powers out. Oh, you talk about great second effort. This youngster's got it.
I'll tell you what, if I wasn't watching this with my own eyes, I would think that my man, Muhammad, the master of mind over matter, was in this man's corner with the intestinal fortitude that he's showing. Oh, God.
Snapmare by Zbyszko has Perez down again, and again Perez powers away. Perez fires to the midsection. Perez fires to the midsection again. Zbyszko, the champion, backing away now. Perez continues to close in on him. Zbyszko. Looks like he caught him in the eyes with a thumb.
Yeah. Why? Because he backed up. Oh!
Again.
There was a kick to the throat. How come you didn't mention that? Oh, my God. Didn't hook the leg. Didn't hook the leg. That shows the inexperience of Perez. Oh.
Good shoulder smash by Perez. Perez charges in behind his man. He's tried for a rolling reverse, but Zbyszko was ahead of him.
2, 3.
Experience paid off. Experience paid off for Larry Zbyszko, but he came to have dinner. He only got a sandwich, I'll tell you. He didn't get a full dinner with young Lightning Lou Perez. Perez showed him the way to go several times. Look at this beautiful move by Perez in behind his man. Now here's where Zbyszko used those ring ropes to his own advantage. And then it's Zbyszko driving in. It's difficult to tell. I can't know. He didn't. Both feet on the ground. He got a solid 3 count, and so a well-deserved victory to Larry Zbyszko, but he had to fight double hard to get there. It's tonight, yes, tonight, Florida Championship Wrestling in Fort Lauderdale at War Memorial Auditorium tonight at 8 p.m. For advance tickets, please call your Ticketmaster locations, 523-3309, or at the War Memorial Auditorium box office. A host of great matches coming your way. In the opening event, it will be the very popular Bubblegum Kid taking on the 265-pound Terminator. In a tag team challenge match, it'll be the Nasty Boys, Knobs and Sags against Jomo Kenya and Kareem Muhammad. In a special challenge match, the Rookie of the Year, Lightning Lou Perez against the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony. In a Texas death match where falls do not count, the match continues until one man concedes or cannot continue. It will be Dustin Rhodes against the 270-pound Black Bart. In a Florida heavyweight title match, Steve Gator Kern takes on the Florida champion Al Perez. And then finally, in the main event, the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage. It will be the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, against the Big Steel Man, who will be accompanied at ringside by Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Remember, that's tonight in Fort Lauderdale at War Memorial Auditorium. Match time is 8 p.m. Advance tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. It'll be the Bubblegum Kid facing the Terminator in the opening match. In a tag team challenge, the Nasty Boys take on Jomo Kenya and Kareem Muhammad. Special challenge match, Lightning Lou Perez against the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony. Texas Death Match, Dustin Rhodes against Black Bart. Balls do not count. And in a Florida Heavyweight Championship match, it'll be Steve Gator Kern facing the champion Al Perez. And then finally, the PWF Heavyweight Championship, in this match inside a steel cage. You will be seeing the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes against the Big Steel Man with Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Remember, this great action will take place tonight. That's tonight, War Memorial Auditorium in Fort Lauderdale. We'll see you there.
When ornery hombres terrorize your town.
Well, I'm going to do something right now. It's not going to make you too happy, but it's certainly going to make the folks at home very, very happy. For those of you who didn't tune in last week or happened to miss the show for one reason or another, we're going to show you a replay of Dustin Rhodes, the Natural, and Mike Graham gaining the Florida Tag Team Championship.
Oh, good. Let's watch it.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's go back to the closing moments of that match then. Dustin, the Natural Rhodes, and Mike Graham against the Southern Force. The Florida Tag Team Championship on the line.
Travesty of justice.
Coming back to his feet now, makes it over, makes the tag with the Natural, Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes moves in against Hangman Bobby Jaggers. Dustin Rhodes catches him with an elbow coming off the ropes. Dustin Rhodes, who's had some surcease, now firing back with everything he's got. He catches Black Bart. Hangman Bobby Jaggers catches him, an Irish whip. A nice reversal by Dustin Rhodes. Cross body block. He got him. He got him. He got him a count of three. He got him with a count of three. Referee is calling for the bell again.
That's not right, man.
And the president of the...
obviously not right. There was a too fast a count there. Bobby was about to kick out.
Hey,
it's
wait a
quite
minute.
Obvious. Oh.
Wait a minute. That's Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, charging in there.
Boy.
The Dirty White Boy charges in, and now it is a Hangman Bobby Jaggers, Black Bart, and the Dirty White Boy. All after the Natural, Dustin Rhodes. Mike Graham just moves in with a steel chair, and that clears the ring. All right, and now you see the Dirty White Boy and Black Bart, the new Southern Force, and you see Diamond Dallas Page's Diamond Gal there, and Sir Oliver Humperdinck helping her down.
The lovely Colleen. Woo, my Lord.
Australian tag team event now. Bill Price and the Bubblegum Kid moving out against Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy. And it's Black Bart delivering a hard right hand to the side of the jaw of the Bubblegum Kid, then one to the midsection. All right, the question has to be on everybody's mind, Mr. Page. Why the change?
Whoa! Unreal. The bottom line is, baby, in every big corporation, there's changes all the time, baby. You know, Bobby Jaggers is one of the greatest wrestlers of our time, baby, but every once in a while, baby, you got to make changes. And the Dirty White Boy, there's the Hump. Get them cameras in on them. There is the man behind the madness right there. My man on the road, the Hump. Together, we made the decision to bring in the Dirty White Boy here. I think they're going to really prove back to take the gold right on back from Rhodes and Graham.
That remains to be seen. Side headlock now by the Dirty White Boy. Off the ropes once again, and the Bubblegum Kid crossing the ropes, drops to the canvas. Dirty White Boy up and over his man. Bubblegum Kid in with a nice drop kick coming off the ropes. Full arm drag and twist. The tag is made. Bill Price moves into the ring. I'll tell you one thing about Tony Anthony. The Dirty White Boy is about as fast a moving and about as rugged a competitor as you'll find anywhere in the sport.
I'll tell you, we just didn't just bring anybody in there. You just can't replace Jaggers that easily, baby. The guy that's one double tough cat, baby. But this guy right here is as bad as they come. Dirty White Boy.
Might point out, of course, that we will be at the Flea Masters on the 28th in Port Richey.
God. Did you hear that thud, brother?
I
They
did
could hear that in
indeed.
Toledo. Oh, discharging him.
Cheap shots now by Sir
He
Oliver
was trying to
Humperdinck.
help him up, man. What are you talking
Help
about?
him up. Dirty White Boy catches him once again. Mickey J. Rather askance.
Look at that. She loves it. Look at the Doll loves that. She loves that physical contact, baby. Oh, helping him back in the ring. Now there's a real man. Helps him back in the ring.
This will be in Fort Pierce on Monday the 22nd. Palatka on the 25th.
My man here's having a bad day at the beach
Off
or what?
the ropes.
Oh,
Wow. They double-teamed him and put him to the canvas in no time flat.
I'll tell you what, Black Bart and Dirty White Boy definitely complement each other.
Looks to me like he had him for the pin and then deliberately picked him up. Apparently they just want to do a little more punishing here.
Whoa!
Black Bart down across the chest. You got a dynamite combination. I've got to admit that.
He ain't getting up from that, baby. He ain't getting up from that unless they grab by the hair and pick him up.
No, that's exactly what he's doing. He's bringing him back
They're
up.
vicious. They're vicious together. I love it, baby. You look great. You have poetry in motion. Beautiful.
Bill Price in a lot of trouble.
It's incredible how much the Dirty White Boys like Jaggers. They're like twin brothers from different mothers. It's like, look at it. The boots up, big hip. Oh.
Price, those knees have turned to rubber.
Those big biker boots there, baby.
And it is Price in that corner, and the referee tolling the count and warning Black Bart about that. And aha, look at this.
Look at her. She looks great. You're absolutely right. Look at her.
Well, that's not exactly what I was
Look at Bubblegum
referring
Kid
to.
trying to get involved. Look at him trying to get involved. He's not supposed to be in there.
Black Bart catches him again. Another high knee lift.
See, I got my main man here, B-I-double-G, Big Rick. He's Jesse the Body Ventura's understudy when he does all his movie stuff here.
Oh, is that right?
It is. Oh, look at him set him up as a brand new move. Oh, my God.
Man.
It slices,
Right
it
there.
dices, the Ginsu. That's what we'll call that.
Yeah, well, he caught him.
Slices and dices.
He caught him. There's no question about it. So the Dirty White Boy and Black Bart, the new Southern Force, rack up a victory here on Florida Championship Wrestling. And I might point out, I'm frankly very, very impressed. Take a look at this. You talk about devastation. Price losing his grip and Black Bart hanging in, and then now watch. The Dirty White Boy coming off the second rope. And he did. He sliced him right into the mat, and he scores the pinfall. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go to ringside now and have some comments from Sir Oliver Humperdinck and the new Southern Force.
Look at that show of glee.
You know, last week after that humiliating loss on TV, I said changes would be made, and here is proof of the pudding. Every great major corporation across the United States make changes when changes are needed, and we had to eliminate one member. Bart, you've always been the rock of this team, and now you're going to be better than ever with the Dirty White Boy.
I got something I'd like to say to all you dead-gum, Floridian, bug snatching, alligator catching, low-life scum. When somebody fails to get the dead-gum job done, he gets the big thumb out of here.
Good weight, baby. He number
And I
one
want
weight.
to tell you something. In the likes of Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, you are looking at the toughest, baddest hombres ever to come down the dead gum pipe.
That's it. And you know, Dustin Rhodes and Mike Graham, you take a real good look into these eyes, baby, because you got something that's going to belong to me and this big 300-pound cowboy, and that's those Florida Tag Team titles. And no matter what it takes, your daddy can't help you. Nobody can help you, baby, because when the Dirty White Boy gets through with you, you'll be looking at the new Tag Team.
How long is it going to take for them to get them dead gum match won?
Good idea. Why don't they just pack them up and ship them back to us and save themselves a meeting? We're going to be back after these messages.
And Brady Higgins against Steve Gator Kern and the Nasty Boys, and they're coming into the ring now.
Again, you have ignored Sir Oliver Humperdinck and the lovely Diamond Doll. Is there something happening with you and Humperdinck?
No, I just,
Call it like you see it, babe. He's there at ringside, am I correct?
Yes, he is.
Let's acknowledge the man.
All right.
There he is, right
he
there.
is.
Look at that B-A-double-D bad creature.
Name on this program is wrestling, however.
Hey.
All right, Al Perez
You're gonna
giving
see
the
it right
Florida
now.
Heavyweight Championship belt down to Sir Oliver Humperdinck, and
Speaking of Al Perez, I want to see him get in there with Gator. Making Gator bait of that boy. Wally Gator. Listen, Wally Gator.
and we will be
That's what they're saying.
seeing Joe Moquina a little bit later on. Side headlock now by the Terminator. Caught him in the throat very nicely. Knob still nursing a fractured bone in that arm. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Terminator catches him flush on the chest. Catches him once again. Irish whip off the ropes. He ducks away from it, brings the Terminator up a full body slam. Good counter move and another good high hip toss takedown, and the tag is made. Sags moves in. All right, Al Perez moving in now. And it's Al Perez driving a shoulder into the midsection of the Nasty Boy. Perez comes crashing down.
See my man humping the lovely doll left.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you've got a calendar coming up and a contest coming up and all.
I'll tell you, we got Mako's Plus over there right there in Clearwater, baby, and they are having a contest every Sunday looking for the perfect diamond doll for me. Got the quarterfinals over there, and from there we'll use one of the dolls. In the big grand final winner, she'll become one of the permanent diamond dolls.
I see.
You got to see some of these ladies. They are B-A-double-D bad every Sunday down there at Mako's.
Gator Kern
Oh!
catches him coming off the ropes, drives him down to the canvas. Beautiful shoulder smash into a hip lock, takedown to a side headlock. Terminator gets the head scissors, but Kern turns that to its own advantage. I have a hunch that Kern would rather have Al Perez in there.
Believe me, Al Perez would rather have Kern. Don't make it sound like it's a one-sided issue. Ooh, he caught him good one.
Yeah, I would question the
man alive don't know that.
The methodology of that particular shot to the low abdomen, if you will.
Lower.
Kern brought up into a full body slam position. That's exactly what he did to him. Kern caught again by the Terminator. The Terminator, 265 pounds, double tough.
This rate, there ain't gonna be nothing left for Mr. Perez.
Tag
Here
is
we
made.
go.
Al
Here we
Perez
go.
moves in. Florida heavyweight champion. Kern catches that one from the back and slashing right hand by Perez. Perez catches him once again, and Kern's in trouble. Off the ropes. Good move by Terminator, double teaming. Double teaming by the Terminator. And Kern's got the sleeper hold on Diamond.
He's not the legal man in the ring.
He's got the sleeper hold on Diamond. And the Nasty Boys are holding off Al Perez and the Terminator.
That's not even a legal
The
man.
referee
What is
calling
that?
for the bell. The referee calling for the bell.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
All right, the winner of the six-man tag, the Nasty Boys and Steve Kern. And certainly no question about that. It's Kern's responsibility to wake him up. Here is, as they start charging in there, it is Kern very quickly catching Rick Diamond, applying that sleeper. And this is a very dangerous hold. So once again, I advise all you youngsters, well, I advise all of you, don't try this hold because it can be lethal. There's no question about it. Forearm across that carotid artery. And Mr. Diamond heads off to Knoxville. And the referee there calling for the bell. It's all over. And so Steve Kern and the Nasty Boys come home a victor in this match. Kenya in action in just a moment, and that should prove to be quite a battle indeed, because he is managed exclusively now by Mr. Kareem Mohammed.
The great Kareem Mohammed, the master of mind over matter, baby. And he's got that boy's mind right where he wants it.
Well, I'll tell you what, that appears to be the case, and we're waiting now for them to make their appearance. El Cid is in the ring along with referee Nicky J. And as soon as they do make their appearance, we'll have this match underway.
One thing I will point out, do not miss the name, Jomo Kenya.
And the music has started, and here comes Kareem Mohammed.
A man possessed. Slithering like a snake. He's as tough as any animal in the jungle.
There's the bell. One fall. 10-minute time limit now. And Jomo was caught very quickly by El Cid in a side headlock. Jomo Kenya versus El Cid. Good shoulder smash by the masked man. He's up and over his man. And counters Jomo very nicely.
Looking for direction from his main man, Mr. Mohammed, over there.
Yeah, he's trying to get something for his mentor, that's for sure. And Kareem Mohammed not wasting any time in emphasizing the point, whatever it was he was making with him.
He was just giving us the man some last-minute instructions there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens here. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, more punishment being meted out now by Jomo Kenya. Caught him with a nice drop kick coming off the ropes. He is apparently having a little trouble. I don't know whether it's concentrating or what, but he has a continual vacant stare in his eye. Ooh.
Wow.
French salto, well executed.
Stunts like this, baby, you know what I'm saying? When he's coming off the top rope, when he's doing the suplexes, the bodies land, if he's doing it as perfectly as he does them, who cares what's on his face? Whoa!
Crashes down across El Cid, and it's got to be all over. It is indeed all over for El Cid, and so I think Diamond Dallas Page is going to head over there to have a word with Mr. Kareem Mohammed and Jomo Kenya. Here we see it once again. He just caught him with that good salto and now moves up on that ring ropes. Watch as he moves all the way to that top rope. Now, once again, he's fighting that battle of getting off the ropes before that count of 4. There's a count of 3. And just as a count of 4, he leaves the ring ropes, crashes down on El Cid and scores a pinfall. So let's go to ringside now and Diamond Dallas Page.
That was beautiful. That's right. Diamond Dallas Page here with the master of mind over matter, Mr. Mohammed, and the new Jomo Kenya.
Jomo Kenya. I've told the people, and I'm telling them again, his name is Jomo Kenya. Now, that was somebody there did not want to give him the respect. And I have to get carried away sometime because I will not tolerate him being losers. He is the best. He's going to be the best.
That's all I got to say about that, baby. That's all he's got to say about that. The bottom line is, don't touch that dial. Talk about controversy. When we come back, I'll show you guys.
Florida Championship Wrestling will be held tonight in Fort Lauderdale at War Memorial Auditorium. Match time is 8 p.m. Advance tickets are available at the box office or at all Ticketmaster locations. The Bubblegum Kid takes on the Terminator. Tag team challenge, the Nasty Boys against Jomo Kenya and Kareem Mohammed. Special challenge match, Lightning Lou Perez against the Dirty White Boy. Texas Death Match, Dustin Rhodes against Black Bart. Florida Heavyweight title, it'll be Steve Kern against Al Perez. And then the PWF Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage, Dusty Rhodes against the Big Steel Man tonight. Smashes the Big Steel Man into that steel cage, and you can see the effect that that's having on the head of the Big Steel Man. his face becoming a crimson mask now as this match is really taking its toll. We're deep into the match. In fact, we're into the closing moments of this match. And these two great gladiators have been going at it hammer and tong since the match's inception. All right, referee Mickey J. watching carefully now, seeing if indeed the big steel man is capable of continuing. He apparently determines that he is. A quick warning to Dusty Rhodes, but I can't say that I blame Rhodes because earlier on in the match, the big steel man was letting out all stops and taking every shortcut in the book. Once again, Dusty Rhodes raking the face of the steel man across that chain link that keeps these two men in the ring and is to keep anybody else outside of the ring so that there cannot be any interference. A massive bear hug now by the big steel man has the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, in serious trouble. Rhodes, I'm sure, can feel that air leaving his lungs. And, of course, once you cut off that air supply, the lactic acid doesn't burn off, and you become weakened in a very, very big hurry. All right, it is, again, Rhodes. Beautiful move that time by Rhodes as he broke that bear hug. Came crashing down with the elbow, but the big steel man was able to move away from that. Closes in on Rhodes once again. And the steel man misses with a hard right swing. And Dusty Rhodes, a cross-body block, has his man down. It looks, no, almost a pinfall. As close as you could have. That's about 2 3/4 count. Again, Rhodes realizing and being frustrated. Back to his feet, catches the big steel man, and the referee knocked to one side. The big steel man is down. Rhodes again crashes down with that elbow. And wait a minute, what's this? Now, Sir Oliver Humperdinck somehow has found a way to get inside that ring. Watch as he charges in now. It is Dusty Rhodes catching him flush on the chin as he moves into the ring. The big steel man is down. Dusty Rhodes, in my opinion, has had him down for a 3 count. The referee stunned and knocked to one side. Now watch Dusty Rhodes bring him a high vertical suplex. And now look at, again you see the presence of Diamond Dallas Page. Again, Rhodes has his man down. Page hands something to Sir Oliver Humperdinck, a towel of some kind. And it certainly had a tremendous adverse effect upon Dusty Rhodes. Rhodes is down and stunned. And that mystery towel apparently told its toll. But then all of a sudden we see the steel man's hand raised in victory. What's the story on that?
Well, Gordon, the Professional Wrestling Federation Board of Directors has reviewed these videotapes, and while we will not overturn the referee's decision, we have decided to hold up the title. As of present, there is no Professional Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion, and that new champion will be determined by a tournament to be held later, and I will announce more about that next week.
Fair enough. There you have it. And our time is completely gone for this week. Till then, Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State. Thank you so very, very much, and welcome once again to Florida Championship Wrestling, sanctioned, of course, by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America. I might point out that, as you can see here on the desk, the Professional Wrestling Federation Championship belt has been held up by orders from our president, R.C. Randy Roberts. And joining me today, Diamond Dallas Page is on special assignment. Joining me today is Sir Oliver Humperdinck, who is more than somewhat upset over the fact that the steel man's not wearing that.
Well, I am upset about the steel man not wearing this piece of gold right here, but I just want to tell you and everybody out there that it's indeed my pleasure to be subbing for Diamond Dallas Page today. Page is away on very important business and can't be here. But Gordon, you and I have been together a lot of times in the past, and we're going to get through this one.
We are indeed, and I might also point out that we do have a Florida Heavyweight Championship match upcoming during this next hour. It'll be one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Who manages the Florida Heavyweight Champion?
Well, you do.
Who supplied Professional Wrestling Federation with a list of challengers for Al Perez's title.
You did. You said it was a list of worthy
How
challengers.
fair can you be?
Well, I happen to notice that. Steve Kern's name wasn't on the list.
Well, of course it wasn't on the list. There's a lot of guys around this area that deserve a shot. Kern has had a chance. Now it's time for somebody new.
All right. Well, we'll find out. Now then, we do have something that I think we need to take a look at, and that, of course, is the steel cage match. Of course, surrounding controversy surrounding the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. So if we may, let's journey to Sarasota and take a look at that particular instance. Here, as you can see, Dusty Rhodes very, very much in control of the situation.
That's exactly right. Dusty Rhodes in control at this point, but the tide is going to turn soon.
All right, steel cages are designed to keep people out, and I'm trying to figure out how you got in.
The door was merely open. I wanted to go. Look at there. The door was jarred open. I wanted to go into the cage and explain to the referee that somehow the door had popped open. And what does he do? He lays me colder than a mackerel. Well, I'm not too happy about it, pal.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friend, that's the way it is, and R.C. Randy Roberts has held up the title. There will be a tournament. We'll have more information on that a little bit later on the program.
Everybody knows who the true champion is.
We'll also be seeing the big steel man in action today in a special handicap match, and of course we do have that Florida heavyweight title match upcoming. But right now we've got a fine match in the ring ready to go. Mike Graham getting set to move out against the Gladiator. This will be one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Our official in the ring, of course, is Mickey J.
Gordon, as you're well aware, Mike Graham is one half of the newly crowned Florida Tag Team Champions, along with Dustin Rhodes. They captured that title for the Southern Force right here on your program.
They did indeed, and I must say that some people might have said that was an upset, but I think it was a beautiful bit of strategizing on the part of both Dustin Rhodes and Mike Graham, and I have a hunch they're going to be holding on to that title, although there are a lot of people in contention for it right now.
And not two of the least of which we have, I think, on a piece of videotape right here, don't we?
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's listen to those folks right now because they definitely want those titles. Let's go now to these comments from the Southern Force.
Mike Graham, Dustin Rhodes, let me tell you something. The Southern Force is hot on your trail. We're going to take them dadgum belts back and put them back where they belong. Ain't that right?
That's right, because you know Dustin Rhodes and Mike Graham, it's just a matter of time. Time's running out. You're going to have to deal with the Southern Force, Black Bart, and the Dirty White Boy.
Devastating combination, I must admit that. Right now it's Mike Graham continuing keep a top wrist lock on the Gladiator, has him down on the canvas, and so the Gladiator's got his problems.
Mike Graham is a great wrestler, as you said earlier, Gordon, but I've been impressed by this Gladiator. I think he's coming along leaps and bounds in the last few weeks that I've seen him right here on television. The kid is impressive. He's a big man, moves good, and Mike Graham's got a handful today, I'm telling you that.
Well, Mike Graham, of course, can call back on his years of experience, and he's the kind of a guy that just doesn't quit in a match, that's for sure.
That's exactly right, but getting back to the Southern Force, I have never seen the kind of intensity that I saw from those two individuals on that videotape. Black Bart and Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, are out for one thing, and that's to regain those belts, and you gotta believe them. When they say it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Well, I gotta say this, that I was surprised about the change that you and Diamond Dallas Page made in the Southern Force, but the addition of the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, has to be...
It was a stroke of brilliance.
Well,
Diamond Dallas and I sat around all night after that happened, wondering how we could streamline the team, make it a better, more efficient team. We came up with the answer. Tony Anthony, the Dirty White Boy, what an addition, what a plus on the side of Black Bart.
No, I have to admit that's very, very, very true. Mike Graham keeping the pressure now on the Gladiator.
If you'll notice, Gordon, every time Mike Graham has an outing in the ring, he'll go for those legs. Everybody's got a different style. There's a lot of guys that go for the arm, the head. Mike Graham, you can just about bet the paycheck, is going to go for the guy's leg. And, of course, he's trying to soften it up for that famous figure four leg lock.
Precisely. Side headlock now by the Gladiator as Graham got a little bit too far back and the Gladiator was able to hook the head.
He's got some impressive moves. Keep an eye on this Gladiator now. I'm telling you, he's a pick. He's a Humperdinck pick of the future.
How did you happen to miss that?
That was just a clean, straight power move. Look at that power move. Speaking of power moves.
Belly to back, and it was Mike Graham taking the Gladiator to the canvas. The Gladiator tried to bring him up for a body slam. Graham rolled in very nicely behind him, but got trapped on that one. The Gladiator comes crashing down, and Graham slips away from it. Oklahoma side roll.
Wow, I haven't seen that in years.
Beautiful pinning combination using that Oklahoma side roll. And I'll tell you what.
There's a couple of fellas by the name of the Briscoe brothers that have won a lot of matches with that particular maneuver right
and
there.
Danny Hodge, too,
And
former
Danny
world
Hodge.
junior heavyweight champion. Tell you what, maybe we can... there we see him now as the gladiator seems to think he has things pretty well under control. Mike Graham. Now there he's taken off his feet, or taken a whip. Yeah, that's a shortcut to say the least. Belly to back suplex, perfectly executed.
Now watch as the man gets up on all fours here. Graham is quick, agile. He's going to dive right over him, hook that far leg. Coming up right here.
Hooking out of it very nicely. Good counter here, and here's where Graham was in trouble momentarily.
The big man going for the big squash right here. Nobody home.
That's
Mike
right.
Graham regaining that consciousness.
Now
Shake
watch
out those
this.
cobwebs.
This
There we
is
go.
a beautiful
Look at
move
that
by
near
Graham.
leg. Look at it. Pretty.
Double hooked his man and had him in the Oklahoma side roll.
Pretty.
And so Mike Graham emerges the victor. All right, we got Comrade Busick going up against Steve Gator Kern. One fall, a 10-minute time limit.
These cretins in the audience down here today are giving Comrade Busick a hard time about the country he represents, of course, is the Soviet Union. And I've always been the type of man that never really cared about political philosophy. If a man was able to get the job done in the ring, I hired him, I made him a star. I've got somebody that I'm going to be bringing to the state of Florida very, very soon that is a product of everyone's past and is going to be a nightmare in everybody's future. Political philosophies aside, it never mattered to me. If the man can get the job done in the squared circle, he's a member of the House of Humperdinck.
Well, there you hear the philosophy of one Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Right now the crowd picking it up. And one of the reasons we have a very, very loyal crowd here, particularly Steve Kern, who, as you can see in the background, is very active in the Say No to Drugs campaign. And I might say, too, it's a pleasure to have Cub Pack 184 from Temple Terrace in the audience today, along with their pack leader, John King, and we certainly welcome them. And we certainly would like to mention that on the nights when we do televise our matches, we invite scouting organizations, both Boys and Girl Scouts, and the Cubs as well. If they'd like to come down, we invite them to do so. Steve Kern.
You know, I used to be a Boy Scout.
You used to be a Boy Scout?
I used to be a Boy Scout.
Indeed. I don't even think I'll try and pursue that matter.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Kern tried to slip away that time. Busick caught him. Now Kern catches him a nice snapmare that puts Busick back to the canvas.
Kern, the intensity that Kern is displaying this evening and all around in all the matches he's been in, I know what he's got on his mind, and that is the Florida title and Al Perez. Kern is wrestling now and living and training and breathing and eating for one goal, and that's to usurp Mr. Al Perez and take away his Florida title. But I'm going to tell you something, Gordon. It'll never, ever happen.
Well, we'll find out.
It'll never happen.
Busick flashes out, and Kern fired back.
Busick's going to have to find out that you're not going to be able to stand there and go toe-to-toe with this guy. Gator Kern, for all he is a tough individual, and if you want to mix it up, he's more than ready anytime.
Busick driving that knee into the midsection, and it is Kern possibly in trouble here. His head smashed on the turnbuckle. It is Kern caught again by Busick, and it looks to me like he's choking. The referee, Mickey J., calling for the break. Again, Busick down and putting the choke on Steve Kern.
Why won't Kern stay in the ring? He's trying to get out of the ring here. Busick is holding him in the ring. He's not choking him. Steve Kern is trying to run right now.
Kern taking a lot of punishment now at the boots of Comrade Busick. By the way, all of these matches, of course, here on Florida Championship Wrestling are sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America.
You know, Gordon, I got a good idea. I was up around Tallahassee the other day, and I learned that Florida Championship Wrestling in the PWF is now on Fox 49. Did you hear the big news?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
We want to welcome everybody up there around Leon County, because they're seeing the very best right here.
That's right. And I'll tell you, it's a beautiful civic center in Tallahassee, the Leon County Civic Center. Busick now catches Kern in the midsection, and it is Busick. Quick jab into the throat, and Kern is down on that bottom ring rope, and he's hanging on at the moment.
Concerning these last two competitors that we saw today, the Gladiator and now Nick Comrade Busick, they're both just a step away of being top stars in the sport. All they need is guidance. Look at this.
Good move by Kern. Excellent move. He caught him very nicely.
Than anything I've seen for a long time. He exploded into that.
All right, we're going to watch it once again. You see Busick now scoring with a hard clubbing right hand and arm. And Kern is Irish whipped into that far corner. Busick tried to catch him for a slam. Kern very quickly moved in behind his man, drove him into the turnbuckle, caught him in a nice roll that time, and forced those shoulders down for the 3 count. So, a fine victory for Steve Kern. It's my pleasure to have with me right now the president of the Professional Wrestling Federation, Mr. R.C. Randy Roberts. And I think, first of all, we need to talk about the fact that this title belt has been held up.
Yes, Gordon, because of what happened in Sarasota that night and interference from outside the ring of the steel cage, the PWF Heavyweight Championship has been held up. And to determine the new champion of the Professional Wrestling Federation, the PWF will hold a tournament. It will be a double elimination style tournament, which will be held in the arenas around all the areas, and it will involve each competitor wrestling from the top 10 wrestlers of the Professional Wrestling Federation. It will be a double elimination tournament where an individual wrestler must lose twice to be eliminated from this tournament.
All right, so he could be wrestling, say, in Tampa on a Thursday night at the Sportatorium and lose, but then say he were in Fort Pierce or Fort Lauderdale or somewhere like that and wins. As long as he doesn't lose twice, he can stay in the tournament.
Absolutely, Gordon. And when the final 4 of those matches are derived, then that tournament we will have a final 4 tournament match in a designated area later, and that will determine the new professional wrestling heavyweight champion.
All right, now I'll tell you what, we do have a list, I believe, of those top 10. Is that correct?
Yes, we do, Gordon, and if you will be so kind as to list those as they come up on the screen.
As you see them now, it's Al Perez, Black Bart, Larry Zbyszko, Steve Gator Kern, and Colonel De Beers. In addition, Dustin Rhodes, Mike Graham, Nasty Boy Knobs, Bam Bam Bigelow, and the Big Steel Man. Randy, all I can say is that is an impressive lineup. It really is.
Yes, Gordon, we've tried to put together the top competitors in this area. And also today, I want to reiterate what you said earlier. We are going to have a Florida Heavyweight Championship match today. And as soon as I finish the contract negotiations and back, I will return to you and give you who the opponent will be in that match.
Fair enough. That sounds very, very exciting to me. And I might mention, too, that Mr. Roberts was talking to me a little bit earlier. We have a contest upcoming. We'll bring you full details about that because it's going to affect each and every one of you who watch us here on Florida Championship Wrestling. Anything to add?
That's all, Gordon. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Mr. R.C. Randy Roberts, and we're going to be seeing the Big Steel Man in just a moment. Florida Championship Wrestling will be held in Freeport at the YMCA Gymnasium on Friday, June 9th. Match time is 8 p.m. For ticket information, please call Nassau 393-3882 or call the box office. In a lights-out special grudge match, it will be Al Perez against Steve Gator Kern. And Florida Championship Wrestling is coming to Fort Lauderdale to the War Memorial Auditorium on Wednesday, June 14th. Match time is 8 p.m. Tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. You may call 523-3309 or the box office for further information. In the opening event, you will see Lightning Lou Perez take on Comrade Busick. In a special event, it'll be the Bubblegum Kid against the Gladiator. In a tag team challenge, it'll be the Nasty Boys against the Southern Force, the winners to get a shot at the Florida Tag Team Championship. And then, of course, the Caribbean title goes on the line. The Haitian sensation Tyree Pride defending that title against the challenge of Jomo Quina. In the main event, a Professional Wrestling Federation tournament match, Dustin Rhodes going up against the Big Steel Man, who will be accompanied at ringside by Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Remember now, all of these matches will take place in Fort Lauderdale. War Memorial Auditorium, Wednesday, June 14th. Match time is 8 p.m. As we said, Call now and get your tickets at Ticketmaster locations throughout the area. In the opening event, Lightning Lou Perez faces Comrade Busey. Special event, the Bubblegum Kid against the Gladiator. In a tag team challenge, it'll be the Nasty Boys against the Southern Force. A Caribbean hip title match, Tyree Pride facing Jomo Kenya. In the main event, the Professional Wrestling Federation tournament match, the Natural himself, Dustin Rhodes, taking on the 385-pound Steel Man, who will be accompanied at ringside by Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Make your plans now to be in Fort Lauderdale, War Memorial Auditorium on Wednesday, June 14th at 8 p.m. We'll see you there.
All right, Mr. Audio Man, crank up that music. You know what time it is. All you 9 and 5ers out there, stand on up and give a big round of applause to the undisputed PWF Heavyweight Champion, the one, the only, B-A-double-D Bad, Big Steel Man!
Big Steel Man moving in. There's the bell, and he's taking on 2 opponents, and he's taking them on apparently both at one time.
1 is not enough, and 2 is even better. Will you take a look at this? This makes my whole day here, seeing these 2 bozos getting manhandled by the undisputed king of the PWF, the Big Steel Man.
Yes, but he is not the Professional Wrestling Federation champion.
In my mind, the undisputed man, the only man to be able to wear that belt, the only man fitting to be able to wear that belt is the man you see in the ring right now.
Brother, did he just catch him? He has just absolutely demolished this combination. Rick Diamond and Brady Higgins both in a whole world of hurt now. Caught again, that massive elbow.
That is like running into the back of a big old Mack truck, brother. There's nowhere to go but down.
He ties him up once again. Irish whip off the ropes into the turnbuckle rather than crashes down with 385 pounds into that chest area. And now those massive arms pounding away against.
You know what a sportsman I am, Gordon. Maybe this is not fair, 2 men. Maybe I should have the big guy wrestle 4 or 5 at a time.
Well, there's the height of conceit. Crashes him down once again.
Do both of them, brother. I gotta have a word with the big man over here.
Double pin by the Big Steel Man. And he is, I've got to say this, he is awesome. He is as awesome as any wrestler I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. And he just literally wiped him out. As you can see here, he brings him up again. There's that big sledge. He brings him around, crashes him down next to the other fallen opponent, and then that 385 pounds pins both men at the same time. Well, we've got some comments now at ringside, so let's go to Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
To say what we just witnessed would be impressive, would be the understatement of the year. You are looking at the undisputed king of the PWF, and belt or no belt, tournament, Randy Roberts or no tournament. This is the man who will go through the competition and once again wear the gold. Can't take it away from me. I am the champion. I am the champion. I am the champion! I am the champion! You are the champion, my friend, and I'm guaranteeing you this. Yeah, by hook or by crook, through a tournament, through Randy Roberts, through Gordon Soley, you will be the champion again!
I have asked Steve Gator Kern to join me here at Mike's side to help call the action on this Florida Championship match coming up, because I figured, well, this will give Steve a good chance to further study this man, Al Perez.
Well, we both know, Gordon, that Humperdinck felt that it wasn't an opportunity for me on television today, that he could give a list out here and pick a worthy opponent. I'm a little curious myself just to see who the opponent's going to be at this time.
Well,
as long as I've been counted out.
Yeah, that sort of amazed me, too, but wait a second. Randy Roberts is just joining us.
I gave you a list earlier who's going to be the challenger today for the Florida heavyweight title. I gave you a list. What's your decision?
Mr. Humperdinck, you do not dictate to the Professional Wrestling Federation who will be the opponents in a championship match. The board decides who is the most worthy opponent. And we, notwithstanding your list, we have chosen someone that is not on your list, and that opponent will be coming out right now to start this match for the Florida Heavyweight Championship.
All right.
Oh, fair enough. Thank you so very much.
I like that Randy Roberts boy.
I do too. Well, let's see who's going to be moving out here a moment. Hey, wait a minute. I recognize that music. Hey, man, the Natural's on his way. Natural's on his way.
Definitely a worthy opponent there for Al Perez.
All right.
He's definitely going to have his hands full today, Gordon.
Co-holder of the Florida Tag Team Championship, along with Mike Graham, the Natural Dustin Rhodes. And he's taking on Al Perez, the Florida heavyweight title on the line. One fall, a 20-minute time limit.
This is going to be a good match, Gordon. I was a little worried when I realized Humperdinck was making a choice, but Randy Roberts definitely put the pressure not only on Al Perez, but Humperdinck.
And Al Perez, of course, has had no chance to psych himself up for this. I'm sure he felt that he was going to get some opponent that he had on the list, and he's had a chance to study those films, but he, I'm sure, has not studied the films on
I don't
Dustin.
even think he's taken time to watch Dustin Rhodes, thinking that with that tag team title around his waist, he's not going to reach out for anything else.
Precisely.
I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be a feather in Dustin Rhodes' cap if he can get this belt from Mr. Perez, because that means he's not only going to be one half of the Florida Tag Team Champion with Mike Graham, but he'll be the Florida Heavyweight Champion.
That would be an awesome load to carry, I can tell you that right now. But
a lot of guys after him.
But he... All right, remember now, this is for the Florida Heavyweight Championship. One fall with a 20-minute time limit.
I'm sure that Al Perez, though, on the other side, Gordon, is thinking this isn't going to be a walk in the park either. So it's not going to be an easy task for Dustin Rhodes to go out there and just take Al Perez. He's been the world's champion and now the Florida Heavyweight Champion, so he's no pushover.
All right, Mickey J, watch it. Humperdinck complaining about the...
Hang on, Dustin, hang on. All right, look at that.
Complaining
I've
that he
watched Dustin in the gym quite a bit, Gordon, lately, and I put a lot of time in with him. But, you know, it's a pleasure to put time in with somebody that really wants to get out there and be the best.
Well, he's a second-generation competitor and a chip off the old block, and...
There's no doubt. There's no give up in that vocabulary.
Forearm into the stomach once again of Dustin Rhodes. Rhodes, the Natural. Beautiful
right,
counter.
Dustin.
Nice counter. Nice counter.
Take him out, Dustin. Stay on him.
All right, it is Dustin Rhodes, and he's
can't
not...
let Al Perez rest. He can't back off.
By the same token, that was a dangerous corner, and I'm sure Dustin was thinking ahead and saying, if I get over in that corner, if I charge in too recklessly, there could be some problems. Perez caught him in the midsection.
Come on, Dustin!
Perez, a roundhouse right. It's got Dustin sagging up against those ring ropes.
Come on, Dustin, fire!
Rhodes in trouble here.
All right.
A nice reversal by Rhodes. Charged in, but Perez was out of the way.
He hesitated. Come on, Dustin, reach down. Ooh.
Rhodes.
Well, I heard that one over there.
Yeah, I did too. Rhodes smashed to the canvas.
Come on, Dustin, don't give up. Reach down, Dustin.
Got him in that sickle. He's got him in the sickle.
Reach down. Come on, Dustin, come on.
Rhodes trying to fight his way back to his feet, and it is Perez.
Come on, Dustin. Rhodes,
of course, has obviously the crowd all the way behind him. Rhodes now using that elbow. Perez keeping a rear chin lock now on Dustin Rhodes. Remember, the Florida Heavyweight Championship on the line, and time does become an ally of Al Perez, because as each minute ticks away, the pressure mounts on Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, but now Perez got a long way to go. Come on, Dustin. Keep going, son. Go.
Perez.
Kick.
Almost had him. Delivered a boot. And so it is Rhodes now. And I'll tell you what, I think the experience and all the time in the ring.
All right. right, he's out, he's out.
Well, I think that the experience and the time in the ring that Perez has could tell the difference in this match.
There's no doubt he's got the experience, but Dustin's got that heart. You know, I've had the experience over a lot of opponents, Gordon. And the one thing that happens is sometimes those younger guys and sometimes those strong guys, they can't be beat.
Perez trying to get some extra leverage there.
Gotta keep my eye on that Mickey J and get on his back. Look at Al Perez putting his feet on it. Come on, Mickey J. That ain't no easy job either, Gordon, being a referee. I don't know a referee in any sport that's very well liked.
There you can see those legs going up behind Perez, and referee Mickey J caught him that time. Forced the break. Dustin in trouble here. Dustin in trouble. He's going to have to, he's going to hang in there. He's going to have to call on some tremendous reserves.
Oh, man. Come on, Dustin.
Out on the concrete. Out on the concrete, and it is Al Perez following him right out.
Oh, man, Al Perez will wear you out on that floor, Gordon. I've had quite a few matches around the state with Al. When he gets out on that floor, he likes to ram you back in the corner. He'll use anything out there to slow you down. Then he rolls back in, as you can see where he's at right now, getting his break. Resting.
Al Perez.
Come on,
Dustin.
Dustin.
Getting set to move outside the ring, and Rhodes coming up very, very slowly. Coming back through the second ring rope, and it is Al Perez. It looks to me like Perez is setting him up for the kill now.
Well, he's working on that lower back. We both watched him ram him into the corner. We watched him run him into the apron, and now he's working on that win.
Blocked by Rhodes, and he connected.
Back on.
Good counter punch. Right. Another good blow to the side of the head of Al Perez. And Perez was ahead of him again.
He's ahead of him, but he hasn't beat him yet. Come on, Dustin. Fire up on him. Oh, man.
Well, I'm
Come on, Dustin! Yeah.
All
right, he's in there, Gordon. He's still in there.
Great second effort.
Still in there.
Great second effort.
Al Perez got that worried look on his face looking out here, isn't he? He thought he was going to be able to take him down a lot faster than he's doing. Come on, Dustin.
As time rolls on, of course, it continues to roll in favor of Al Perez. And it is Dustin Rhodes who is in trouble now.
It's true. Al Perez has got everything to lose here. Dustin Rhodes has got everything to gain, though. He'd probably be the youngest professional wrestler ever to come through this area, and you and I know a lot of great ones have to hold 2 titles. I'm pulling for him, Gordon. I know he can do it. Come on, Dustin.
Well, very frankly, I'd love to see it myself, but I'm just trying to look at it as analytically as possible. And in it right now, Perez definitely is holding the lead.
There's a turn. Now, Dustin, take your time. Take him down, Dustin.
Dustin Rhodes ducked out of the way. Perez hurtled into that steel ring pole. And Perez has been hurt. There's no question about it. We may be seeing the tide change here. High backdrop by Dustin Rhodes.
Stay on him, Dustin. Don't let him breathe now.
That's giving him that added spark. That's giving him that added spark. That adrenaline is flowing now. Great second effort here.
Fantastic match, Gordon. This is fantastic.
Caught him with a short lariat coming off the ropes, and Perez is down again.
1, 2, 3.
And the momentum here has shifted. The momentum here has shifted.
Don't let him rest. Good.
Rhodes gets him a couple of hard right hands.
Inside cradle. 2. Come on, Dustin.
2 count again. Perez still has that tremendous strength and reserve. Tried to hook him into a backslide. Got him into a backslide.
Keep going, Dustin. You're going to get him. You're going to get him. Keep going, Dustin.
Rhodes using that elbow, and Perez
going out.
Outside the ring, and now
Perez looking for a place to go, Gordon.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's
trying to kill that clock is what he's trying to do.
Absolutely.
Come on, Dustin. Take him out. Take him out.
Rhodes bringing him back into the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Steve Kern just went to the ring and Perez missed. Humperdinck very definitely tripped him up. Hey, we've got a new champion. We've got a new champion. Dustin Rhodes just put away Al Perez. Dustin Rhodes just put him away. We've got a battle going on outside the ring now. Humperdinck went charging over there. Now it's Al Perez after Steve Kern. And, brother, we've got a real Pier Sixer going on. Perez. And now, hold on. The big steel man just charged in. The big steel man just caught Kern from behind, and now the big steel man. Kern has been driven to the canvas. The big steel man up on that second row. Dustin Rhodes closes it. Oh, Lord. Good grief. They just caught Dustin Rhodes. And hold on, here come the Nasty Boys. We've got to get some order restored, but we've got a new Florida heavyweight champion, and that, in fact, is the natural Dustin Rhodes. We'll be back.
I'm sorry, I had no idea. How can these guys get away with what you just saw? Steve Kern, Dustin Rhodes, you have just signed your death warrants, brother! Your death warrants! This is the final straw! I will not stand anymore! Al Perez, the title is gone, brother!
Oh, let me tell you something. It did not come easy. Dustin Rhodes, it did not go easy. You are up there with the top 10, brother. But let me tell you, I'm not laying down taking it with my back flat. You're going to have to defend that title again because I want that title back. The way you took it was not all you. Dustin Rhodes, you're a great opponent, but you're not ready for that title yet. Something that big has to go on a man like me. I'll get that title back, Dustin. Believe me.
What I want everybody to remember as a final picture of what you just saw is this videotape, Mr. Director, if you please.
And now, hold on. The big steel man just charged in. The big steel man just caught Kern from behind, and now the big steel man. Kern has been driven to the canvas. The big steel man up on that second row. Dustin Rhodes closes it. Oh, Lord. Good grief.
Dustin Rhodes, you took the blow that was meant for Steve Kern, but now at every turn of the road, you both will pay and pay dearly. Gordon Sully, say something. I'm so mad I can't even talk.
Well, I think we've heard quite enough from them as it is, but nonetheless, let me just say once again, officially, Dustin Rhodes, the natural, is indeed the new Florida heavyweight champion, regardless of anything that... Here comes... Well, I gave you uninterrupted time. I gave you uninterrupted time. Let's go to the ring. We've got a match upcoming momentarily, and this should be quite a match indeed. Moving out against Mike Awesome. One fall, 10-minute time limit.
I cannot believe that they're treating me like this, that they're punching me in the face, and they're taking away my titles, and they're beating up my men. Well, brother, I've got the muscle with me now, as you can see over my right shoulder, brother, the Terminator, and he won't let nobody get their hands on me.
I must say he is an impressive inside headlock now by Joe Moquina. And it is amazing what Kareem Muhammad has been able to do to this man since he fell under his, all I can say is spell, if you will. Kareem Muhammad.
Joe Moquina may be a man possessed, but you're going to see a lot of possession going on around here in the upcoming weeks. I'll guarantee you that right now.
Kareem Muhammad giving some quick advice to Joe Moquina.
You know, they made a statement earlier, Joe Moquina and Kareem Muhammad did. I'd like to listen to that right now because I can't even talk anymore.
Well, we'll be hearing from that previously recorded comment in just a moment. A lock-up collar and elbow, once again, side headlock by Joe Moquina. Jomo caught him very nicely with that boot into the chest. And Kenya now punishing Awesome. Now, I might point out, too, Kenya's giving away a lot of weight here. Quick vertical suplex.
And I'm taking particular joy in watching Jomo Kenya and Kareem Martin on here, handing this young upstart Mike Awesome a wrestling lesson that he'll not soon forget. That's what Kern needs. That's what Dustin Rhodes needs.
Well, let's see if we can get some comments from that they recorded a little bit earlier. I understand.
I guess all the laughing has stopped now. I told you what I would do for you. Take you right to the top. Winning titles and everything. People have been wondering what happened to you. What made you into the man today like you are now? Well, next week, the family doctor will be introduced.
Family doctor.
That's what he said, the family doctor, the man who's responsible for this amazing transformation in Jomo Kenya. I think you should be honored, a man of letters, maybe DDS, DR, RX, PhD. What kind of doctor is he anyway?
I don't know. He said the family doctor is all I understood. All right, Jomo Kenya keeping that head controlled now. Kareem Muhammad seemingly somewhat unconcerned outside the ring, although he's a very intense person as well. For those of you who may have tuned in just a moment later, too, we do have a new Florida heavyweight champion.
Go ahead, rub it in. Go ahead, Gordon Soley, rub it in.
I'm not rubbing it in. Maybe some folks are just tuning in. Dustin, the Natural Rhodes, defeated Al Perez for the Florida Heavyweight Championship.
And give him some news right now. By the time this show airs next week, Al Perez will have beaten up both Steve Gator Kern and Dustin Rhodes, gotten revenge and gotten that title back. Go ahead, pop the news already to him.
Good move by Kenya, in behind his man. Rolling reverse into a saddle block.
Beautiful.
Down
beautiful.
for the three. Down for the three.
Jomo Kenya is a man possessed. What a change I've seen in this individual over the last couple of weeks. There's a man on the move right there.
We're going to see this once again. You'll see what we're talking about. Now, notice the differential in size here. But Kenya has that tremendous ability to get airborne, which he did right here. Comes down, catches his man from behind, has him stunned. Rolling reverse into that, really, it's like a saddle. And he tried to get that shoulder up, but it was too far down for the count. And so Jomo Kenya notches another victory. Florida Championship Wrestling affords promotional consideration to the following firms for their cooperation with us. Of course, every time we fly to the Bahamas, we fly on Bahamas Air. And while we're in the Bahamas, we enjoy the cuisine at Charlie's Place. Now, here in the United States, affordable copies, and if you have copying machine troubles, give affordable copies a call, only $35 an hour, and that is indeed a bargain price. Also, Carrollwood Office Services, if you need secretarial services of any kind, please call for Cynthia Bissell at Carrollwood Office Services. And to Gulf Southern Enterprises, painting and drywall contractors, and our special thanks to DeVoe Paints as well.
Randy Roberts, anybody who
Nobody's going to touch you.
Thanks, pal.
All right, the Terminator is indeed here. There you see the Dirty White Boy and Black Bart, the Southern Force. Of course, they'd like to regain.
Speaking of guys who were robbed, take a look at these two. Dustin Rhodes and Michael Graham again.
Here come the Nasty Boys.
Gordon Soley is filthy and nasty synonymous.
It can be, yes.
Well, these are two of the most filthy individuals that I've ever seen in my life. Will you take a look at this? It looks like it's the month of October, and these two guys are going out trick-or-treating.
Well, we'll find out about trick-or-treating in just a moment here. Black Bart driving his shoulder into the midsection of Knobs. A reversal now by Knobs as Black Bart up against Rhodes, and then a good high at the Tony Anthony, the dirty white boy, comes charging in, and I'll tell you what, bodies are flying all over the ring. Knobs and Sags have cleared the ring. They have cleared the ring.
These boys have come to fight. No matter what they look like or smell like, they're here to fight.
I won't question that.
Black Bart and Tony Anthony, the white boys, now outside the ring, regaining their thought pattern, getting everything together, moving back into the ring now is Black Bart. Taking Tony Anthony. Look at that. That's thinking. That's thinking.
I'd say to those of you in Sebring that this coming Monday night, I'll be in Sebring. And before then, I'll be being interviewed on Tony Bono's sports talk show.
You know, I heard you talking about Charlie's place in Bahamas there a minute ago. You know, we're going to be in Freeport in the Grand Bahama Islands on the 9th of June. And then the next night on the 10th of June, we're going to Nassau, where everybody loves Humperdinck.
Yeah, they sure do. Series of full slams here by Sags has the Southern Force outside the ring once again.
I'll tell you my analysis of this team. The guy with the blonde hair, he's goofier than a duck on ether. And the other guy with the dark hair looks like the mascot for the Atlanta Braves. You know that thing that sits out there in right field, and every time they hit a home run, they pull a cannon? That looks like him right there. Take a good long look.
All right. Here's one of the toughest young fellows I've seen in a long, long time, the dirty white boy, Tony Anthony, who's up against, gets that side headlock on Sags.
This guy Anthony comes to me with a reputation a mile long, brother. He has done some of the nastiest things. I wish, in fact, that I had done some of them that were so nasty. Some of the dirtiest things in wrestling, this guy right here is pulled off. I want you to know that.
Crowd picking up the champ now of the Nasty Boys. Nasty, nasty. And Sags off the ropes, drops. Ooh! Caught from behind.
The poor, clumsy fellow
tripped.
He tripped. I saw him right over here. His foot caught the edge of the apron, and the big stumble bum hit his nose.
Yeah, well, I saw he must be three-legged then, because I saw another leg catching him in the back of the head.
Well, put it this way. Rudolph Nureyev, this guy, you got it?
Well, I'll grudgingly give you that. Tony Anthony drives that knee into the chest of Sags.
Now you're seeing these guys open up. You're seeing them take full control here and bounce these bozos around like they should be bounced.
Well, he slips away from a possible pinning combination, that time from Black Bart. And again, the crowd picking up the chant. They are definitely for the Nasty Boys and not for the Southern Force. Double leg pickup by Black Bart. Looks like he's trying to, aha! Wow. Set him up, and Tony Anthony caught him with a lariat coming in.
That was a pretty move. Who taught him that, do you think?
Well, obviously. I've never questioned your managerial skills, my friend.
And together, as if I wasn't great enough before, now combined with the one and only Diamond Dallas Page and the Diamond Exchange, I'm bigger and we are better than ever.
Well, we've got a tremendous crowd and some tremendous matches during this past hour.
Indeed.
And I would certainly like to, before we close out, say that I'm sorry you had your problems with your champion.
I'll bet you're sorry.
Nonetheless, I've enjoyed having you here on the air with us.
Well, listen, Gordon Solie, I'm going to make you a promise, too, before I leave. And that's that I will get even with Dustin Rhodes, and I will get even with Steve Kern. It might not be tonight. It might not be next week, but I will do it. Take a look at that.
Okay, our time is completely gone. We'll see you at Flea Masters in a couple of hours. We've still got action going, and neither team has been able to score a pinfall yet. And they're battling right down to the wire, no question about it.
80 bar the door. Look at this one. It's a barn burner.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I wish we could stay longer, but this is wild indeed. The Nasty Boys and the Southern Force. What a combination you've got here, and they all won.